Welcome to the Archangel Michael show on air. I'm your host, Michael. Today we'll be talking about the rising prices of inflation and how gas is starting to hurt certain people on paying higher pricing. We'll watch this video and then we'll get right to it.
It's crazy. I have two cars, so it's killing me. It takes $60 to fill up the 2020 Camaro, and it takes $52 to fill up my 2016 Chevy Malibu. So it's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, crazy increasing. Yeah, it's too much. Look, 337 is very high here.
My reaction to the high prices, $3, is that, of course, like everybody else, I don't like it. You know, I remember when gas, and I'm not that old, so of course gas was even cheaper back in the day. But I'm of the age to remember when gas was in the dollars. You know, so inflation is really affecting us, and I don't like it.
It's expensive now. Right now, everything raised, but the salary no raise, only the raise. You can afford.
It's just been really steep, and it's just making it harder to afford. So I do have to keep it in line with budgeting in a way I used to not.
People like us, we can use too much gas, so we need gas, but we can't afford it. It's expensive. It's almost more than $3. It's very expensive. So they are going to the electric car right now. They told me like that, but it's very high. So we don't use car. So they mad on me because the gas price is very high.
Customer complain me about price. It's a little bit high.
It kind of sucks. I mean, it makes traveling a lot harder, and that's something that a lot of people have been waiting to do since, spring of 2020. So it kind of sucks, and it puts a damper on stuff.
I drive less. This is a company truck, so I drive their gas. They pay for it, so I have no issues with that. But my cars, I drive less.
I'm not truly affected by it. I drive every day, but short distances. I'm not surprised either with the way that travel was restricted in the last year and a half.
Now just $3 is last time is a little bit increase.
Crazy.
But it's also interesting because a lot of people aren't driving to work anymore, so it doesn't really make a ton of sense that the prices would be as bad as they are.
The sale is also less now. It's going less. So inside sale also going down.
Gas prices seem kind of low given all of that lack of travel. So honestly, I'm just happy to pay at the pump and enjoy what amenities we have.
Everything is going up in price, from milk to eggs to gas, you name it. Everything is increasing. And the supply chain is less and less and less. You have a lot of embargoes going on, a lot of ship containers that are being rerouted. Some of them are being stopped, turned around. So things are going to get worse. I noticed the other day, not only as price rises, the supply and demand starts kicking in. With less supply and more demand, of course, companies are raising their prices and making the most out of it, unfortunately, and we, the people, have to pay that price. I noticed the other day, we went to the store, Jopel and I, and they started to put a limit on water, bottled water, 2 cases per person. I haven't seen that for a while. I haven't seen the limits, and now they're coming back. So that's an indication that something is on the horizon. I've been watching a lot of videos of people going to Walmarts, and it seems like their inventory is starting to shrink. But what I have noticed, it's really happening at Walmarts more than local supermarkets. So they might just be getting rid of all their inventory, and they know what's going to happen. So there's no point in restocking the shelves. Although the supermarkets, they're still restocking what they can. But water, I've noticed, whether you're in a supermarket, whether you're at Walmart, whether you go to a liquor store, for some reason whatsoever, bottled water is starting to become scarce wherever you go. So you need to check that in your own neighborhoods and see if that is happening there as well, and let the people know what's going on. So, as I've always stated before, we are in the end times, and we have to think in that mode. Things are going to get worse now with the mandates going in and jobs forcing people to take the mark of the beast, employers enforcing it. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to end up losing their jobs, and you'll find more homelessness, more problems, more chaos, more lawlessness running rampant in our streets. For those that are preaching the word of Jesus, you are walking the hardest walk there is. And you need to prepare. We're not immune. We're still in this world, and we have to go by the rules of this world. But it doesn't mean that you have to put yourself in a position that you don't need to. The time to prepare is now. Get whatever food you can get, whatever rations you can afford, canned goods, dry goods. You can can your own food. There's many things of doing stuff, and you just need to prepare you and your family. So the event, if everything breaks down and society breaks down, you will have the necessary means to survive it until the return of Jesus, where the first ascension will take place. And those will be evacuated who gave their lives to Jesus and who believed in the truth and ignored the falsehoods. Thank you for visiting the Archangel Michael on Air show. I'm your host, Michael, and I really appreciate all of you, and to keep this going, and we're going to do all we can to get the truth out there and to glorify Jesus. And I dedicate this show in the name of Jesus. Have a beautiful day in the name of Jesus.
I just want the corn pop.
Join me, your host, Archangel Michael, 5 days a week on the Archangel Michael on Air show, where you'll always get the truth 5 days a week. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a wonderful and beautiful weekend.